Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to our Orc Shaman in the season of Discovery. I did take us up to Orgrimmar. I learned skinning, I learned leatherworking, and by exploring Orgrimmar we actually dinged to level 6. That opened up a few more quests, which I'm just going to go ahead and grab most of them now. We have the egg quest that we were looking for back over here. And then we have a quest up on the lookout tower to grab as well. Thank you guys very much for clicking on the video and choosing to join me here today. I do appreciate it, and I hope you are all doing well. So my plan is we're going to make our way back down to Sen'jin village. And that is where we're going to start things off. On the way, we're going to do some killing, because we have to do some skinning. I'm hoping to get another rune fairly quickly. I mentioned before, I'm kind of underwhelmed with the first rune that we have, which is it's a 33% chance, basically, to double up on our casted abilities. Which, for me, like, I don't really want to do a lot of casting long-term. I want to go enhancement. Not a really great rune for me to start off with, so I'm hoping the next one will be a lot more interesting. Who is not looting their kills? For shame. Do your local skinners a favor and loot all of your kills. Like this guy here, he looted this kill. Though I have to admit, it is kind of fun to see the double lightning bolts go off. It is kind of gratifying to see that. As much as I would have preferred another active ability for our first rune. But then again, there's pulls like that and the one before this where it doesn't proc at all, and when it doesn't proc at all, that feels pretty bad. Well, I think it's fair to say that this is new. Not really sure what we're supposed to do here. Loa altar. This does seem like maybe it would be for Shaman? Or maybe priest? I'm not really sure. I don't know. We need 4 intact Makura eyes. Yeah, maybe we should have came here first. We have report to Orngrill back in Razor Hill. We'll be back there eventually. Nisha's skull we'll work on later. Zalzane will be later. The tigers we could probably do now. And then we have to get Centaur plans for the quest over here. Well, unfortunately this place seems really farmed out, and it looks like it has a low respawn rate, which is not really what you want to see. Yeah, this area really needs help. It would almost be more worth it at this point to stop questing and just to go grind on enemies that are like level 5 or level 6. Because I've never seen such a low spawn rate so close to launch with so many active players on it one time. Like, with the competition, this could take us an hour. And it's not worth the hour, because we can get so much more XP just by fighting stuff at this level. Like, right now our kill rate is 0. You really don't want to have a 0 kill rate in Classic WoW. Let's head this way. Let's fight some scorpions. Let's make our way over to the centaurs. The centaurs tend to have a higher respawn rate, at least. I just need to be fighting stuff. I really hate getting like 0 XP per minute. Well, this could be bad. It's moments like this that make me grateful that we're not playing hardcore. Yeah, we just have to run from this. We're not even ready to be here yet. The Sen'jin village area is incredibly frustrating compared to anything that exists on the Alliance side. The drop rate is awful, the mob density is awful. Like, we should be able to get the first couple of quests done fairly easily, but yeah, right now we can't. We can't do it. Let's just come this way, and maybe we'll just try to farm on scorpions and Boris for a little bit. It's really all I can think to do. That's not going to really progress the questing, which means we're probably not going to get a rune really quickly. And this just goes to show that Alliance questing is 100 times better, typically, than Horde questing, unfortunately. It's just how it is. What the hell? Where did he come from? I know that these scorpion stingers can be used in some kind of cooking recipe, so I'm gonna have to keep a hold of those until we can get that. Alright, let's come back down here to the beach and see if we have any more luck this time around with the crawlers and the Makira. I'm gonna go ahead and train fishing now, I think. And for the recorded stuff, fishing is probably something that I'll try to work on off recording. The worst part is when you do finally manage to tag one of those guys, and then they don't drop an item. It feels bad. Yeah, the low spawn rate and the low drop rate are like a deadly combo. Compare this to like questing in any alliance zone. It's so much more of a challenge than questing anywhere. Like think about Elwyn Forest, think about Dunmorrow even. And then think about this. Think about the low spawn rate coupled with the low drop rates. And yeah, you have questing that's just like not as smooth and doesn't feel as good as anything on the Alliance side. And then folks often wonder like why did more people play Alliance in Classic era? Well, it's because of subtle things like this. Now that being said, we did hit level 7, so that's awesome. Alright, this will be our third Makira. Can we get at least one item to drop, please? Yes, we got one item. Now we're on our way. Alright, that's really lucky. We got 4 out of 4 there. We need 2 more crawler mucus so we can be done with this one. And there we go. Let's go back and turn this one in. We also have to empty our inventory, which is currently burgeoning. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a small brown pouch. I've had really bad luck in the season of discovery in finding any kind of bags. And inventory space definitely matters a lot right now. Let's go out to the islands and see if we can find the tigers. We need 4 Duratar tiger fur. We're also looking for tail lasher eggs, which we may be able to find some on these islands. They're usually pretty hard for me to find. They're hard to see, and there aren't a lot of them. That's a really pretty view of the falling sun. I mean, don't get me wrong, Duratar, the Barrens, they're both really beautiful zones. But as far as like the flow of questing, I feel like the Alliance side questing is so much better. It's funny to me how long in my life I played the game and never really played a lot on the Alliance side. But these days I definitely see why people prefer it. Yeah, with all these other people crawling around these islands, there's really a very slim chance that we're going to come across the eggs that we need. Yeah, it's probably not going to happen. Not on our first trip out to the islands, at least. Well, there were tigers over here, and somebody killed them all. And then probably looted all the eggs also. Speaking of eggs, they actually just respawned. That was quite lucky for us. I want to skin all this stuff, obviously, but I want to tag these tigers first before somebody else does. Well, that's our first item, 1 out of 4. We've entered combat with something. It wasn't with this. This had not aggroed yet. So I don't know exactly what we entered combat with. Maybe... it was this tiger over here. Like, where did they come from? I'm not really sure. Don't really know what happened with that guy. Again, we have entered combat. I don't see any enemies around. But yeah, that's the second time it's happened in a similar spot. Well, that's rude. They disappeared right as I was trying to skin them. I'm not sure, like, the mob, is it just me, and some of you guys in the stream kind of agreed with me earlier, that some of the mob behavior in the Season of Discovery is kind of weird. I've seen things like that, like, I don't know where that guy came from, I don't know why he had aggro on us, and if he did have aggro, I don't know why it took him so long to get to us. Like, I've seen some really weird enemy interactions that I have to think are bugs. Unless they're purposely going in and messing with enemy behavior. Which I guess they could be, but it's probably more likely bugs. This would be a good time to have a potion. Well, there we go. That's 4 out of 4 for the tiger fur. We still need 2 eggs. I'd love to be able to find the eggs out here this time. That would be amazing just to get that done. Before we head back, but we'll see. We could scout all these islands. We might have to go to the main island if we really want to have any luck. Alright, I just wanted to scout ahead for any eggs. Before somebody else grab them, we'll double back and we'll boot the raptor and skin it as well. Well, I see some eggs. Let's hope we can get in there and grab them before another player simply swoops in and steals them from us. Well, this place looks like it's crawling with players. I'm gonna get this stolen from me. And it just fair warning, it might piss me off when it happens. I'm gonna park myself right on it and try to like lay claim to it. But I know the area's crawling with players. Maybe we're gonna get lucky. Okay, good, good, good. And the good thing is, we're level 69, nice, for our skinning, and we're bound to cap that out really soon. So it's been pretty lucrative as far as that goes. I'll also be able to boost leatherworking a little bit as well. Let's just make a straight line and swim back to Sen'jin village. Alright, and then we can hearth back. Well, we could hearth back. Yeah, let's hearth back to Razor Hill for now. We're going to be back down here anyway to work on Azalzane, and when we do that, we'll work on the Centaur quest. But let's go ahead and we'll turn in the raptor eggs, and then we need to also train level 6. We might end up training level 8. It's gonna be close. This is only the breadcrumb. That didn't get us a lot. Yeah, I think we will get level 8 here. Very nice. Alright, so we'll go train level 6 and level 8. Alright, what do we have? I kind of want to be careful with what I spend on right now because I don't have a ton of silver. Earthbind Totem I probably won't use a lot right now. Let's grab Earthshock rank 2, that'd be awesome. Lightning Bolt rank 2, okay. Stoneclaw Totem, yes. That's like a taunting totem. Lightning Shield, yes. Rockfighter Weapon 2, yes. Healing Wave 2. Okay, so everything, I don't really need the Earthbind Totem. I'm gonna just pass on that for now. And save a little bit of silver here in the short term. It's going to be a big boost to our damage. Let's see, leatherworking, let's create all of the light leather that we can out of the scraps. The only really unfortunate thing is that we have to go all the way back to Orgrimmar to train up leatherworking and skinning. So probably before the next recording, I will go back and I will skill up skinning because we're going to cap that out really soon. And the last thing I want is to be out in the wild with a capped out skinning skill. That would not be good. I think we'll just make all of these. And that should be good. That'll, if we get 40 skill points out of that, which we may not, it may go green. But if we get 40 skill points out of that, that's going to be pretty huge. And the really cool thing about Season of Discovery is the fact that, like, you know, initially we're all going to be capped at level 25. And as part of the level band, we're also capped at 150 skill for all of our professions. So not only does it make the idea of getting to, quote, endgame a lot more palatable, but obviously it makes the concept of getting the professions leveled up a lot more manageable. So that's been a real joy. We haven't found any of the waylaid supplies on this character yet, but I'm hoping we start to find them soon so we can start building our reputation with the ACA, the Azeroth Commerce Authority. Don't know what's on the vendor yet. You don't get access to the vendor until you hit friendly, and I'm about 2/3 of the way there on my warrior on the alliance side. So pretty close to finding out what they might sell. I'm hoping that they sell some decent gear. for our characters. That would be the ideal thing. And then, you know, we still haven't found another rune. I try to think back about the warrior runes. A couple of them I just seem to find randomly. We found one that dropped off some gnolls. Our very first one dropped off Frostmane Trolls. So I'm hoping that just through the course of playing the early levels here, we'll eventually get our second rune. But I really don't know when it's going to happen. Maybe it'll happen when we go down to Zalzane's Isle and we start fighting the trolls. Maybe one of them will drop a rune for us. And that would be really cool. I'm hoping that the next one we get will be an active ability. I'm hoping for like Lava Lash. Or some kind of really cool pressable button that the Shaman would not otherwise have during Classic Era. But it might be the tanking rune. I wouldn't mind getting the tanking rune early. Because I would really love to try tanking on this character. And I think we can do Ragefire Chasm as early as like level 14. So I wouldn't mind that, but I am really looking forward to getting some kind of new pressable button. Something that I haven't had before on the Classic Era Shaman. I think that'd be cool. This went green, but I'm going to go ahead and make the rest of these. It might be a little bit of a waste because, yeah, we're not going to get a skill up for every one. But we might still get some skill up, so I'm just going to let this finish out. Nice, so almost 50. I will try to, on the way to Orgrimmar, maybe before I go, I want to try to get this to 50. If I can get that to 50, then I can skill up both skinning and leatherworking while I'm in Orgrimmar. And yeah, that would be ideal. I'm going to hang on to the Scorpion Stingers. I need those for a cooking recipe. Let's take a look. Yeah, he doesn't, maybe because I don't have cooking, he's not selling me any recipes. Because I'm pretty sure under normal circumstances he would have recipes. I'm going to hang on to the boar meat for the same reason. Tough jerky. Let's go ahead and sell the tough jerky for now. Same thing with the bread. And there we go. That should do it for the time being. Guys, for now, I'm going to park it at the inn, and I'm going to take a break for today. This seems like a good place to do so. Thank you guys very much for joining me today, and for all of the support on the series. If you are digging the content, leaving a like, subbing to the channel, ringing the bell, all of those things help me out immensely, and I greatly appreciate those that do. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there in the real world, and take care of each other. And we'll see you back here again sometime very soon. Bye for now.